Welcome to today's Explainer. Every once in a while you stumble across a story that just feels, well, like it was pulled straight out of a fairy tale. And today we are unpacking an absolutely incredible culinary journey, step by step. We're going to walk through this fascinating visual breakdown of a harvest and a feast that all revolves around one thing, the discovery of an unimaginably large fruit in a quiet garden. We'll look at the massive community effort it takes to transform this giant into a hot, delicious dessert and see firsthand how teamwork, some simple ingredients, and just a bit of ingenuity can literally feed an entire village. So let's just jump right in, shall we? Okay, let's dive into this, because the sheer astonishment of this moment sets the tone for everything that follows. Imagine just wandering into your garden one day, minding your own business, and seeing a fruit so massive you actually can't believe your eyes, right? That is exactly what happens to Artie. She's absolutely shocked. She calls out, "What is this? Such a big mango! Sonam, Pinky, come quickly. I saw a giant mango in the garden." And of course, Pinky asks in total disbelief, "Yes, Artie, is it really that big?" To which Artie simply replies, "Yes, Pinky, see with your own eyes." When they finally gather around and look up at this towering anomaly, the only way to describe the vibe is pure, whimsical exaggeration. As they put it so perfectly, oh God, this is magic. Chapter 1. Discovery of the giant mango. It all starts right there in the garden. Now, before they even lay a single finger on it, Pinky points out something crucial. It is perfectly ripe and its smell is very good. I mean, you can almost imagine it, right? That rich, sweet, intoxicating fragrance of a raw, unpicked mango just hanging heavily in the garden air. They know immediately that this isn't some giant trick of the eye. Nope, it's an edible masterpiece just waiting to be harvested. The sheer scale of it, sitting right there in their own backyard, is a completely unexpected treasure. Section 2. Safely extracting the mango. Because honestly, this is a major logistical challenge and a true team effort. Getting this mountain-sized fruit down safely takes some serious on-the-fly coordination. First, they rally together. "Come on, girls, put up the ladder. Yes, let's put it here." Artie bravely climbs up, calling out, "1, 2, 3, I am climbing, hold the ladder." But once they get up there and finally detach it, they realize, "We did it, but it's very heavy. We need help. We can't move it alone." It's totally frantic. So they coordinate their pushing and pulling with ropes. You hear them encouraging each other, "Pinky, push slowly, push hard, just a little more. Wow, we are really taking it." Then someone calls out to carefully loosen the rope because, as they say, the mountain-like mango is coming. With pure determination, they manage to safely lower this giant, heavy treasure right down to the ground. Chapter 3. Mountain of Gold. And this is where the preparation phase begins. After all that excitement, things settle into this warm, almost awestruck moment. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is exactly what happens when they begin to cut into that thick skin. The inside of the mango is revealed, and it is literally glowing. They describe the juicy yellow pieces as shining exactly like gold. It emphasizes just how vibrant and perfectly ripe the flesh of this giant fruit truly is. They're marveling at it, telling each other to get ready because it is incredibly sweet and ripe. The excitement is just palpable as they look at these incredibly juicy pieces coming away from the massive pit. "Wow, look how juicy these pieces are," they say. And as the slices start piling up, their joy and determination really shine through. They look at this massive pile of sweet, ripe mango slices and literally exclaim, "Wow, we have a mountain of gold. We have a mountain of gold." But there's also this beautiful sense of respect for the food here. Amidst all the excitement, they make a firm pact. Not even a single drop should be wasted. Every single piece of this beautiful mountain is precious. Chapter 4. Cooking the Fragrant Feast. This is where we get into the really cozy part of the story. The fire is burning well, a heavy pot is brought over, and the cooking begins. Now, the recipe itself is remarkably simple, but incredibly effective. They note that the massive pot of milk has started boiling, so they call out, "Bring sugar!" Next, they remind each other to take it easy as they lower in the heavy, giant mango pieces. And this brilliantly illustrates how a few high-quality, foundational ingredients, when combined with care over an open fire, can create a feast fit for a whole village. It's all about letting that massive, sweet mango be the absolute star of the dish. But we have to talk about that final ingredient. As they say themselves, the smell of cardamom will change everything. The milk and mango are already boiling together, creating this rich, sweet base, but the second that cardamom hits the hot pot, oh man, a transformative, amazing aroma absolutely fills the air. They can't help but remark on it, saying, "Its smell is amazing. What a smell."
It perfectly signals to everyone nearby that a truly special event is ready. They declare, "Today is a feast, everyone eat hot."
And finally, Chapter 5, The Village's Happiness. All that hard work has culminated in this moment, and the hot, delicious dessert is finally ready to be served to the expectant community. The reaction from the community is exactly what you would hope for. The elders tell them, "Thank you, daughters." The whole village is happy. And honestly, I think we can all relate to that on some level, right? It connects the physical labor of the harvest and the cooking to the deeply rewarding nature of feeding others. It shows us exactly why cooking for a community and utilizing that teamwork is so profoundly meaningful. The immense gratitude of the villagers reflects a universal truth we've all felt at family dinners or potlucks. Food shared is joy multiplied, especially when it's served piping hot straight from the fire. So we've seen how a giant, magical mango was carefully harvested, sliced into a literal mountain of gold, and transformed into a fragrant community-feeding feast. It kind of makes you think about the potential sitting right in our own backyards, doesn't it? Which leaves me with a question for you. If you stumbled upon such a magical, massive fruit today, what would your ultimate recipe be? What would you make?